Master Windu. How pleasant of you to join us.
This party's over.
Hey guys, it's YoJo93. So a couple nights ago, after playing it for months, ahead of Spider-Man 2 coming out, I was finally able to, as of on Thursday, I finally beat Jedi Survivor. Not the side quests, but the majority of the story. So it's time I give my review as a Star Wars content creator on Jedi Survivor. So, if you guys don't know me and this is your first time finding my YouTube channel, I was a huge lover of Fallen Order. I thought Fallen Order had amazing lightsaber duels. I thought it had a great story. Going to Dathomir was a ton of fun. Doing the streams with you guys was amazing, and it was one of my favorite experiences. Especially playing on the hardest difficulty. Like, I grinded on that game like nobody's business. So I was so anticipated and so excited for the Fallen Order sequel, Survivor. And while Survivor does improve on some of the things from the first game, for instance, we have more combat in this game, and there are lightsaber stances. So you can choose to have a double lightsaber like Darth Maul, and you can choose to have the crossguard lightsaber like Kylo Ren. There's also a blaster stance, and Ahsoka's double two lightsaber wielding, and just your single lightsabers. And you can only equip two stances at a time, and basically what stances you choose throughout the game, that chooses your kind of play style, right? So if you're using the blaster, you're gonna have a ranged style. If you're using the single, you're having a focus style. If you're using the double, you're having a lot of defense, but some good offense. If you're using the dual wielding stance, you're taking a lot of damage, but you know what they say, high risk equals high reward. And it pays off, and some of the gameplay in the game, some of the boss fights has almost a Dark Souls-esque quality to it, where it can be tough. Some of my favorite memories of the game are fighting the Rancor in the cave. I thought that was fun. Boss fights, the twist with, because this will have spoilers in this review, the boss fights against Bode was pretty crazy. I love the final fight with him. Throwing in some ground and pound and some hand-to-hand combat in there was great. I love Cal Kestis. I love that he has now joined the ranks of my favorite Jedi, being a gray Jedi and being a light sider and a dark sider. And so I think this is great. The fact that the mission, you could use the lightsaber and go full dark side power, and he didn't. It wasn't just for a mission. The fact he kept it in the game, and then he just goes ham on the entire ISB Imperial military and taking fools out. Marvelous. So I have a video about Cal coming out tomorrow. Make sure you guys check it out. It's going to be about where his journey, I think, could go next and what makes him such an interesting character. But overall, this game, great combat. We finally got great fan service of Marin and Cal getting together, and now they have taken on Bode's daughter. A lot of death in this game. Seer died, Bode died, and Cordova died. So there's some great tense moments here. One of the best surprises, as Palpatine says, a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. One of the best, most welcome surprises of this game was getting to see throughout the game, Cal Kestis, his dark side comes out a little bit at a time, and then seeing all the different characters come back from the first game was great. But one thing I would not expect, because in the first game you only ever played as Cal, but Cal's not the only Jedi in this game. We have Seer. And so there's a mission towards the end of the game where you get to play as Seer. But what's so great about this is as you play as Seer, you get to use her lightsaber style, everything, and you think, oh yeah, it's awesome getting to just beat up stormtroopers with her. But guess what? That's not all you get to do. You get to fight freaking Vader, guys. So you guys remember when you fought Vader in Fallen Order, and he just completely rocks our world and just destroys us because we're just Cal Kestis, just Jedi Padawan, not really skilled enough for Vader? Well, here we're playing as Seer, a full-fledged Jedi Master, and she had time to train against Vader. And while Vader does eventually kill us, we put up a good fight against him, and I think a lot of people debated whether they thought this was an acceptable duel, like that Seer would hold up against Vader, but I think it totally worked. It was great. We got great new dialogue with Vader. It's definitely one of my highlights of the game. I thought it was fantastic. Another thing I really enjoyed was going up against Dagon's lieutenant. You have Revis, who is the same species as Dirge from the Clone Wars, the 2003 series. I thought it was great. He was a Dark Souls challenging boss fight, using all your stances, throwing drop kicks, using my cross guard against him was a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed fighting him. I thought it was great. Downside to this game, some of the levels and the puzzles are confusing and didn't really work for me personally and made me kind of frustrated. But another downside for me, well, the gameplay in this game is fun and the story is quite good, and I love seeing Cal's darkness grow, and I love that him and Marin got together, and I love that we got some nice heartwarming moments. What some of the downgrades are, the lack of boss fights in this game made me a little upset. So we fight an Inquisitor in the very beginning of the game. Then there's no boss fights for levels to levels. Then we fight Dagon the first time. Then we fight Dagon again. Then we eventually fight Revis. And then we fight Bode a couple times. And that's it really for boss fights. It's really not that crazy. And a couple bounty hunters here and there. So I wish that could have been a little better, personally. The game has been out for a few months now, and it's still a little glitchy. So that's unfortunate. But overall, I enjoyed Jedi Survivor. It's one of my favorite Star Wars games. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's a very good Star Wars game. Not the best Star Wars game, but a surprise to be sure, and a welcome one. And I recommend if you liked Fallen Order, you'll love Jedi Survivor. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Where would you rank Jedi Survivor among all your favorite Star Wars video games? And did you like it? Oh, another downside is I wish we could get more lightsaber dismemberment. There was some in some combos, but it could have been better. And Disney should have pulled their punches a bit more. That's my personal opinion. Let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy playing Jedi Survivor? Let me know if you want me to make any videos on any of the individual characters besides Cal Kestis. And as always, I'll catch you in the next video. May the Force be with you.
surprise, to be sure. But it worked.
PD-1, take this to the Mantis. I'll meet you at the rendezvous point. Go. Now. It's been a while. I was hoping you drowned on Nur when we blew a hole in your underwater base.
It is delusion to think your actions have had any consequence. The fortress stands. The Inquisitorius continues its work. And I have come for you.
I've been waiting.
You have gathered the remnants of the Jedi tradition. You have grown stronger.
No. I've only let go of my fear.
We shall see.